What is up, guys? Back into the another reaction to Orb on the movements of the Earth, this time with episode 12. Super excited for this one, although apprehensive, of course, considering how it ended off last episode. No whack. A fair few hints to tell him that there's perhaps something shifty going on with Okchi and Mbadani. I think it was probably more so Okchi's kind of reaction and his nervousness throughout. That would definitely give me the vibe that something iffy's going on here, but maybe, you know, Max just caring for his daughter and yeah, just really wants to get at these guys and know their intentions with her and such. But yeah, looking forward. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments. Do a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. It would. It would be even worse if he was the catcher doing something. A diary. How the hell does someone get a hold of his diary? I hate people like that. Fucking stick their noses in everything. Pick up someone's diary, read it, and decipher it. Rude as fuck. Like I said, I think that's just like rude as hell. Who does that to someone? Who goes through their diary? A stranger. And there's such a fucking asshole that they report it and such. It's cretin activities, in my opinion. Not exactly looking at the details. Oh, he is. So he's going through that very fast. Kind of reminds me of that Chinese school video where they just show the pages, put the information in. Awfully dark. Do you remember that? That was handed down all the way from Raphael. Almost forgot the name now. That was handed down all the way from then, and obviously he's the one that dealt with Raphael, so I feel like that would be a very memorable bit of memorabilia. Okay. No sufficient. Like I keep saying every week, I still haven't heard the full version of this song. I haven't looked for it in a couple weeks, to be fair, though. Kind of given up. Given up, unfortunately. I do also feel though with Nawak, I mean that was that I feel like that was a big moment for him with Rafael, of course, but I also feel like he deals with a lot of heretics and a lot of shady people and such, so maybe he might have forgotten, but I don't know, I kind of doubt it. So is that that's a younger Yolenta right there, isn't it? I wonder what his choice would be though. Like his daughter's kind of at stake here if he does pursue this. Like if I was him, even I'm not him is the thing. I don't know what Noak will do, but if I was a father in this position, I would ignore this. I'd have to ignore this for my daughter's sake. But it would also kind of eat away at me. But it shouldn't. That's the thing. We know that this is silly that they kill people and such for this. Yeah, awfully quick exit as well. Maybe he's kind of running from it. Like I just said, maybe he's a bit confused as to what to do here. Well, he did. Or he left. I'm pretty sure. But that's not why it's memorable to him. Like I said, I feel like it's much more so Raphael's ordeal in the first three episodes. Good. Good decision making, honestly, from Badani. Again, what must be going through Novak's head right now? Like his job and faith versus family and love. Maybe it's not got that far yet, but maybe I might just be talking nonsense. But surely Novak remembers what that is like a sign of. That's the thing. That's not just like a random orb. That is like a sign of, and that is a bit like Raphael and everyone's research that they put into this. This signifies everybody's hard work and the truth. He's an objective guy, Badani. I don't think he'd be mad at hearing this. makes a very good point. No, it's not going that far, but he makes a good point here. It does need to be constantly kind of questioned. Ridiculed, criticized. That's why not just people, especially like game critics and such nowadays, hardly anyone listens to them. But that's why they're necessary in a lot of things like movies and subjective stuff, but also objective stuff like maths and science. Like I don't think you can actually like. Again, I'm no expert on anything like this, but I don't think you can actually like publish stuff until it is kind of looked over and kind of proved, and not just you put something out and that's the truth. Just because it's your truth, it has to be looked upon like that. Like I said, you get that. It's amazing that you get that even with subjective stuff like movies and TV and games. Again, even though you might not agree with people, the common consensus usually is the correct one. Like with popularity of movies and like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that. And like I said, gaming critics is it's not too good nowadays, like IGN and stuff and their reviews. But that I feel like that's the case with IGN and organizations like that, because that is just one person's review of a game. They probably get people to look over as well, but most of the time that is just like one reviewer giving it a score and one person playing it. Whereas again with like Rotten Tomatoes and such, that's a consensus of a whole bunch of people that like movies, movie critics and the audience as well. But I'm talking specifically about movie critics here. It's like if it's rated good, it probably is most of the time. You probably will most of the time enjoy it, and that kind of correlates over to this kind of factual science as well. You need people to constantly kind of scrutinize and pick apart your ideas just to make sure they're accurate. That was a point of last episode which I did find quite interesting as well. But again, what I find interesting is that that's not just for objective stuff, but actually for subjective things as well. And it does, again, does usually hold up. Of course, there's always exceptions. I've seen movies and such that have been supposed masterpieces that I haven't enjoyed. I've seen movies that have been apparently awful that I've enjoyed. So a little bit different in that regard. Whereas with like science and such, it is mostly just like a yes, 100% yes, and 100% no. Like it's either wrong or right, objectively. I love the Daily's little reactions like that. Huh. Does that a lot. And much more fulfilling as well. If you look at it that way, yeah. There's always a certain risk to it. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not really sure what side I'm on here. They both make a good point. They both make good points. I do believe, especially in science and such, there is an absolute truth a lot of the time, but also it's also like what she says, it's the constant collaboration and ridicule of ideas that comes to that truth, and that's the part of the process towards that. Interesting. Oh shit. To be honest, I was going to say this earlier. It's so incriminating if they come back, because they're going to see Okshi and Badani packing up and leaving and burning everything, and that's just like so incriminating. So Nowak did decide to, maybe he wasn't quite as pained with the decision as I believed. Fucking hell. Good job Badani got on this quick time. Brought two men with him. Wonder if the new boys are here. He has labelled them as heretics. So yeah, interesting. I guess that would be what I'd expect from Novak, to be honest. Um, I'd expect that he'd be pissed off. Like, I think you can understand a dad being pissed off that his daughter is involved in heretical stuff. Again, it's annoying talking about it because in our day and age it is so stupid. But yeah, obviously it's like the beliefs and how things work back here. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, I get caught up sometimes thinking about it. It's just like when you actually like deeply think about how stupid this is. That his daughter could be in like he'd potentially put his daughter in such like a position when like no need at all, and it's yeah. Away from the point. I couldn't. Yeah, you can understand Dad being pissed off his girl. From his point of view, like your daughter and your kid is always like a shining light, like an angel. So she's been kind of tainted by these guys, and these guys are the ones that kind of got her in that position and got her to pursue this. Again, he doesn't know that his daughter's actually like. He doesn't know for a fact. I don't think that his daughter's kind of majorly involved in this. But that's obviously a big possibility in the back of his head, isn't it? That's why he's so pissed off with these guys. I think if he gets to these guys, he's probably going to brutalize them. If he ends up, what's it called, torturing them or whatever, trying to get them to confess or whatever it is. But again, it's just amazing that he'd potentially put his daughter in a situation where if he catches these guys could then say that his daughter was involved and get her to be in that position. It's just like with Novak, he's a really interesting character, isn't he? But yeah, it makes sense that he'd be pissed off, but it's like he didn't even seem to hesitate in bringing out these other inquisitors and such out here to take these guys down. I think again that's just the kind of the rage he's kind of feeling towards it, maybe overpowering his kind of sense of thought. Like I said, I'd definitely have to step back for a minute, think of what to do, because the right thing to do is to do what he's doing with the rules of like how things work in this universe and with the church and such. But ethically, maybe ethically and kind of as a human, I don't think this is the right thing to do at all. in my opinion. Then again, it's hard to kind of say our opinion's worth much because the strain of thought is so different in this universe and during this kind of time in the real world. It's kind of, you can't really compare too much of what you'd do in this situation because our circumstances today are so different. Like I said, it just kind of feels stupid even thinking about it. Thing is, if we do get caught here, we have got to try and leave something somewhere for someone to continue on. Is Oxy gonna follow after his master? Damn. Powerful words. I don't think he is. As much as I don't want him to die. Oh boy. Whew, fucking hell. The feels right there. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, that's so sick. I love that. The power of this man. Power of this man and his stance. And his faith. Right here. I mean, I know it's just a little of the horse moving out of the way, but man, I love that scene right there. That was fucking amazing. Like I said, I guess this does unfortunately need to happen, much as I'm sad about it. Like I said, this needs to continue on. And this, again, as much as it's awful, this is how that happens. Okchi is playing his massive role here. Again, I wasn't expecting this to. This might be maybe the most emotional I've been over a character in this situation in this series so far, which is saying a lot considering those first few episodes, as well as his master dying was also very emotional. It's got so much behind it, man. He's a good fighter as well. Let's not forget that. When we were introduced to him, he was a yeah. The fucking strength of this, and it's not just that he's strong; it's his faith as well. It's the faith he's got and the resolve for what he's doing. You'll see it. Like, sorry to pause again. I'm not going to bother with the time. We've only got a couple of minutes left. You're seeing it here. This guy's shaking. This guy's unsure. This guy's unsteady. Whereas Okshi he's so sure. He's so set. He's so okay with dying and passing on the kind of torch, and just the difference in that scene again. It's just like this guy's and Okshi's just like, yeah, I'm doing this for the fuck it. I'm doing this for the truth. I'm doing this for the future. For my belief. Ah, okay. That probably is another reason why. Why is he shaking so much then? When he's got a good reason to. When he's ready to die. Yeah. Well, that's yeah. To be honest, I wasn't expecting Okshi to do this well. Oh my god, no fucking way. You fucking taking the piss? What? No way. Oh, yes he is. Yes he is. So that does question, why are you prepared to die? Nowak. It's because you know you're a terrible person. Let's be real here. I do actually quite like Nowak. I don't like him like he's obviously not like a protagonist. Like I like him because he's a protagonist. I like him because he's an interesting character, not a good person. I feel like sometimes people mix up liking a character and that character being a good person. I don't like him because he's a good person. He's killed a lot of people. The work he does is stupid. He kills people for their beliefs or their lack of beliefs or their beliefs against the popular beliefs, which make those beliefs wrong. It's just stupid. But yeah, why exactly is he prepared to die? Especially again because he's got a daughter he has to look after. Why are you so prepared to die then, Nowak? Again, I to be honest with you, again, I was expecting Oxy just to get kind of riddled down with arrows just then, but maybe, hopefully, I got a bit emotional for nothing. Even if he doesn't end up dying, I feel like it was still such a powerful sequence. Just all of that leading up to the whole conversation before with the battle of Badani and Oxy's thoughts towards their research, and then Badani again picking up, not Badani, my bad, Oxy picking up the kind of mantle and passing on the torch so Badani can continue, and it was just so awesome. That again, that really made me choke up a bit at the inside. Again, it's one of the most emotional I've got for a character in the series, and I've got emotional for a few characters, which is crazy. We've had 12 episodes, and already I've felt like super emotional towards Raffles' death in the third episode, towards Oxy's master's death in like the 6th or 7th episode, and then for Oxy here in the 12th episode. Like, the character, it's just awesome, man. It's just awesome. So it's not just interesting and really well written, it's actually like emotional, and you get, yeah, it's just great in every department in that regard. You need some weight behind the kind of characters and what they're doing to make that more impactful, and I think, yeah, they do that so well here. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. To be honest with you, I do feel like I'm not sure if we're going to get a new opening ending. I kind of hope we don't, because I really like the ones we've got. But just like judging from like the ending, it does maybe feel like this scene here, for example, with Oxy and Badani kind of fading in the back. And especially because Yolanda hasn't been as big a part of the story as I thought she'd be. Don't get me wrong, she's had a big impact, but the way she's shown in the opening and ending here, like she's a main character, it does make me feel like eventually she will be, the torch will be passed to her, which doesn't bode too well for Badani, I don't think. But again, that's just me kind of theorizing based off the opening ending. That could be totally wrong, but I do feel like she will, later down the line, we will see even more of her. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, incredible episode. Another, yeah, it's kind of a struggle to say what's your favorite episodes in this show, because every episode is just like amazing. It'd be super hard to make like a list of like, yeah, where you'd order them or whatever, but yeah, just another fantastic. That's why I struggle to say this is my favorite episode or one of my favorite episodes, because there's been so many of my favorite episodes, and yeah, it's just it's so hard to say. But yeah, got quite emotional here with the Badani and Oxy dialogue here. I love the fact that Badani praying for him, although again we know that the talk he said about Helen such, it really, like, in comparison to Oxy's resolve for this and passing the torch, and we know he's going to die. Even if Oxy does die, we know he's going to die happy, and we know he's going to die content with what he's done. It's the awesome thing. Like, who cares about that hell stuff? But yeah, again, obviously it's a different time and it's a different universe in this show, so people again do care about hell a lot and such, a lot more than today, of course. But yeah, just so powerful, man. Love the kind of debate we had in the first half of the episode, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing a bit more from Novak, though. As I did say, he's in a really interesting position with his daughter kind of being involved with these guys. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought of this one down in the comment section. Again, another incredible episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 13. I'm not really sure what's going to be going on in terms of this show continuing. This is the 12th episode, so around the halfway point. I know I don't think there's a break, like 2 or 3 months break between parts, but I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I don't really know. I imagine it will just be continuing weekly, and there probably will be a week break somewhere around New Year's. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to get a new opening ending. Hopefully we don't. But yeah, no idea what's going on. If any of you guys do, please let me know in the comments. And again, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. Thank you guys very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.